Welcome to today's episode, where we dive into the dynamic world of cybersecurity, exploring how tech giants like Google, Intel, Microsoft, Palo Alto Networks, and platforms such as WordPress are tackling emerging threats through enhanced security measures, real-time threat detection, crucial updates, and strategic initiatives to safeguard user data and digital environments globally. Google is significantly enhancing its security measures across various platforms and services. For Pixel devices, the company is improving real-time protections against scam calls and malicious apps using on-device AI for real-time detection. In addition, Google Workspace security is being strengthened with the implementation of two-step verification to better protect user accounts. To address app-related threats, Google Play Protect is being upgraded for real-time threat detection, focusing on harmful apps like malware and stalkerware. Android receives additional security updates to tackle critical vulnerabilities and introduce new scam detection features. In its web browser domain, Google faces challenges with risks from Chrome's upgrades allowing malicious extensions, despite new encryption measures, signaling concerns for user data safety. Google advises users to keep their systems updated to mitigate vulnerabilities and alerts the community about rising scams using cloaking techniques. It has issued advisories to combat online fraud. A recent report highlights generative AI and outdated tech as major concerns for security leaders, anticipating significant threats by 2025. The company also works on reinforcing spatial memory safety by updating its C++ codebase and advocates for using secure authentication methods, highlighting passkeys as more robust alternatives to traditional options. As cybersecurity evolves with emerging threats and technological advancements, Google is committed to implementing multi-pronged strategies to enhance security for users and services globally. Intel has identified critical vulnerabilities across a wide range of its hardware and software products, highlighting significant security threats. Specifically, severe vulnerabilities have been found in the Intel Server UEFI and Intel DSA software, which require local exploits. Intel processors have a flaw that could allow elevated privileges through data manipulation. The vulnerabilities are extensive, impacting numerous Intel software and hardware families. Critical local exploit vulnerabilities are present in Intel CIP software, Intel graphics drivers, Intel SGX SDK software, Intel vTune Profiler, and several other products, posing risks of privilege escalation and denial of service attacks. Some issues allow for elevated privileges through data manipulation or undefined functions. These issues affect products like Intel EMA software, Intel Advanced Link Analyzer, and Intel OneAPI DPC++ C++ compiler, emphasizing the need for updates and patches to prevent local privilege escalation. In response, Intel has provided CPU microcode updates to address these vulnerabilities, underscoring the necessity for IT departments and users to remain vigilant, ensure systems are updated, and apply necessary patches to protect against these critical threats. Microsoft is actively addressing critical vulnerabilities and security challenges affecting a wide range of its products. The recent November Patch Tuesday updates are particularly significant, resolving up to 91 vulnerabilities, including zero-day issues and critical remote code execution (RCE) vulnerabilities that were being actively exploited. These updates cover various Microsoft products, including SQL Server, Office applications, Windows components, and Exchange Server. Specifically concerning are the buffer overflow vulnerabilities in multiple versions of Microsoft SQL Server native client, which if left unpatched, pose a significant risk of data breaches. Microsoft has also addressed critical flaws in its Office suite, such as a remote code execution vulnerability in Excel, highlighting the need for ongoing vigilance with widely used software. Misconfigurations have resulted in data exposure risks, such as in Microsoft Power Pages, which led to the exposure of sensitive records, including 1.1 million NHS employee records in the UK. Additionally, Microsoft Bookings and the Azure Cloud Audit Log have been identified as potential vulnerabilities due to improper configurations, potentially leading to unauthorized access or privilege escalation. The updates are critical amidst increased cybersecurity threats, including sophisticated phishing attacks using Microsoft Visio files and botnet activity from the nation-state Volt Typhoon. The cybersecurity landscape underscores the strategic emphasis on AI to enhance threat detection and risk assessment. Organizations are urged to prioritize these patches to mitigate risks from these vulnerabilities. Microsoft's free cybersecurity initiatives have been essential in boosting reliance on its security solutions, demonstrating its commitment to safeguarding digital environments against evolving cyber threats. Palo Alto Networks is facing significant security challenges due to multiple vulnerabilities in its products, with some being actively exploited. Of particular concern is a zero-day vulnerability affecting the firewall management interface, which is currently being exploited. Additional critical issues include vulnerabilities in the Expedition tool, prompting the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, to call for immediate patching. There are several critical vulnerabilities currently affecting Palo Alto Networks products, including those that can be exploited through XML external entity manipulation, pose threats to the administrative web interface, or present severe risks of denial of service attacks. Directory traversal and cross-site scripting vulnerabilities also threaten user data privacy and security. Organizations are advised to implement urgent security measures for management interface access and adhere to CISA's advisories, which stress the importance of immediate patches. Several vulnerabilities have been added to CISA's known exploited vulnerabilities catalog, highlighting the need for increased vigilance. In other developments, unusual options activity has been observed for Palo Alto Networks, and analysts are adjusting price targets ahead of the company's earnings report. Concurrently, there are discussions on advancements in autonomous data security and new Metasploit modules addressing these vulnerabilities. Palo Alto Networks has also raised concerns about security risks associated with AI. The cybersecurity community continues to monitor these pressing issues closely. In recent WordPress news, a range of critical security vulnerabilities have been identified across various plugins. These vulnerabilities primarily involve privilege escalation threats in plugins like the Stephen Kwai Shin and Team Push Assist push notifications. Several other plugins, including Fan and Ajax random posts, Weiberg's Web CSV to HTML, Webful Creations Computer Repair Shop, and Team HB WebSol HB Audio Gallery, are also facing significant security challenges. A critical SQL injection vulnerability was discovered in the Ease Gaboy custom Google Map plugin. Multiple plugins, such as Humika OSM, ML Responsive Audio Player, Abdullah Extender All-in-One for Elementor, Contact Form 7, and RSS Feed Widget, are affected by cross-site scripting (XSS) vulnerabilities. Additionally, a critical issue involving a directory traversal vulnerability was identified in plugins like Joshua Wolf's Novel Design Store Directory and Relmag 777 Wolf. A significant threat from PHP reinfector malware targeting WordPress sites highlights the need for immediate security audits across platforms. To safeguard against unauthorized access or data modification, users and developers are urged to apply security patches promptly and maintain vigilance by updating their plugins regularly. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to catch our next cybersecurity episode next week, and stay safe online.